Waffles, pancakes are usually reserved for weekends when you have the extra time. They are delicious, but the effort and the mess can be tough for a weekday. So while you're at it, why not make extra and save some for later? Here's how to make your own freezer waffles. If I'm making pancakes or waffles, I double that batter so I can save extra for later. Of course, you can use that full-size waffle iron, but I love a mini waffle iron. It's the perfect size for a quick breakfast. Hot and fresh. I'm gonna enjoy this right now and pack the rest up for later. The hardest part of this process is just making sure these are completely cool before packaging them up. That'll eliminate moisture and condensation in the bag. Just load up your favorite freezer bag. I pushed out the air, labeled it, and these can go right in the freezer. These will be perfect in the freezer up to 3 months. When it comes to waffles, it's hard to let go. Straight from the freezer, load up your waffles, you have breakfast in no time. These are the perfect size. Imagine a sandwich. Think of all the stuff I could fit in here. If you like to enjoy bedside breakfast, be sure to let this completely cool and don't step on it. Buying fresh in season and in bulk can be a great value when it comes to produce. That can be a lot to store in your refrigerator and eat all at once. Here's how to freeze produce. When vegetables are super fresh is the right time to preserve them. But for many veggies, you can't just throw them right into the freezer. Blanching in a hot pot of water is the technique you're gonna need. Blanching is a simple technique of quickly cooking in hot water. This process preserves nutrients and color. Before you blanch, you're gonna wanna wash, peel, and chop. Now this is going to be a much more appealing way to store your veggies. Onions and peppers, you can skip the blanching altogether. I get super serious when I chop so I don't lose a finger. Laser focus. Corn, just shuck it. You can leave it on the cob or take it off. 30 seconds in the microwave and it's shucking fantastic. Makes it so much easier. All this corn to shuck, life's always gotta be messing with me. Oh, falling away from me. The water doesn't need to be boiling, just a light simmer. Then just gently add in your vegetables. For most vegetables, just a minute or two will do. You don't even need to cook it all the way through. The other part of this process is to quickly cool everything to set the color and flavor. Just add to a bowl of ice water. If I'm blanching in a big batch, I just go lightest to darkest to preserve the colors. For a smaller dice, you only need 30 seconds to a minute. Since everything's already chopped and prepared, you can just throw it into your favorite recipe or it defrosts really quickly. Get rid of any excess liquid and make sure things are completely cooled. Pack that up into a freezer bag. I like to freeze everything flat, it's less storage and things won't clump up. Bonus, freeze and save those scraps and make stock later. Now these vegetables will be delicious straight from the freezer for several months. Meal prep and freezing leftovers are a great way to have quick dinners on hand, but you won't get off that easy. You still have to do all the cooking first. Here are some tips for make-ahead freezer meals. I always have meals ready to go in the freezer for hectic weeks. So when I have time, I prep meals for when I don't have time. To make a meal kit, you just need a freezer bag and any combination of ingredients goes. It's as easy as choosing a protein, or not. Chicken, sausage, beef, all work great. Add in vegetables, and literally any sauce will do. Combine your ingredients in the bag and you're good to go. This is gonna be a vegetable curry with chickpeas, some potato, broccoli, and a jar of curry sauce. I love that noise. This one's gonna be a pot pie soup. Corn, peas and carrots, potatoes, celery. You can really take inspiration from anywhere. I saw this pot pie sauce at the store and thought, make a freezer meal. The sound is so pleasant. I want this to be a soup, so I'm gonna add some stock and use it to clean out this jar. Get all that goodness out of there. Last but not least, the chicken. Pastas also are great for make-ahead meals. Pasta right in the bag. This sausage smells good. For this kit, I'm packing my sauce and veggies separate. I am a big fan of reusable bags. They really cut down on waste. This is so versatile, you can mix up your favorite flavors and seasonings. Do this for soups, stews, and chilies. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. Trust me, a meal kit will save you. You just grab it, there's no hassle, you don't even need to think about it. For even less effort, prepare your meal kit in a crock pot, pressure cooker, or even in the oven. Into the freezer, and these will be waiting for a rainy day. Canned and dry goods are stored best in the pantry, right? But some of those pantry items can spoil quickly. Here are some pantry staples that could be stored in the freezer. After all, your icebox is just a super cold pantry. I need to organize in here. The oils and nuts can go rancid if not stored properly. Since buying in bulk is such a good value, why let any go to waste? Nuts are great to store in the freezer to prolong their shelf life. I usually have nuts left over from holiday baking, so the rest goes right into the freezer. Anything you store in the freezer should be sealed in an airtight container or bag. Always label and date. Nuts from the freezer, you can just remove what you want, put the rest back, and they thaw super quick. If you buy flour in bulk, you can actually keep it in the freezer. Especially for dry goods, you want to keep moisture, odors, and flavors out. You'll keep all that out if it's airtight. You can even freeze your wild oats. And since we're talking about the freezer, let this be a reminder that bananas can go in there too. I always keep these in the freezer before they get too ripe for banana ice cream and smoothies. Dry goods in the freezer should last up to a year when stored properly. Ooh, maybe time for a bigger freezer. Thanks for watching Problem Solved. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check out some of our other videos like these two right here.